Hi everyone, I'm Hammi. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be budgeting for the month of September. But before I do that, I would like to go through the money goals that I have for the month. So on the 1st of September, I have a festival that's coming up. So the first money goal is to budget for the festivities. So usually what I do is whenever I have festivals, I directly cash flow the money for the month. Like when I do the budget for the month, I will budget out a certain amount for the festivities, and with that money I will fund for the expenses of the festival. Like if I go out or if there are guests coming over, any expenses will be covered from that money that I have budgeted out that month. I do not have a sinking fund for festivities. I tried that, but I couldn't keep up with it. So I just cash flow the money. But this month I am doing something different. I have instead decided to put more money into my ration, more money into my food and groceries, and also more money into my spending categories. So because when there's festivities, all of my siblings come home. So of course the expenses for the ration is going to come up. And then when there is festivities, I have my friends over, we have guests over. So food and groceries expense is going to increase. And then during festivities, I like to buy gifts for my family members. Not for everyone, but for the youngest and for the oldest ones. So I am putting more money into my spending category, and that's how I am funding for the festivities this month. The second money goal for the month is to try and put as much money I can into the security deposit that I'm saving up for. And the third money goal is to keep putting a little bit of money into my LIC loan as well. So these are the three money goals that I have for this month. So now let's get into the numbers. The amount that I'm budgeting for the month of September is 75,200 rupees, and this is from my work money that is fixed 32,200, and then for my private practice I am paying myself 43,000 for the month, and both of these when I add up it's 75,200 rupees. So now when we come to the breakdown, the first category is my savings and investment category, and into this category I put 10% of the amount that I'm budgeting with. So the subcategories are my emergency fund, SIP1 and SIP2. I got this idea from the YouTube channel Simple Life. She writes it like this, so I felt like that's a nice way to put it. And then I have a provident fund category. So now when we take 10% of the income is 75/20. Into my emergency fund I always put 100. SIP1 gets 1100. This is an SIP that I started in 2023. I started investing in 2023. I know that I am very late into investing, but I did not know what to do and how to do it. So I ventured into it in 2023 and I started with 1,000 rupees. And then in 2024, I increased the amount by 10%. And then SIP2, I have put 1,000. So that leaves me with 5,320, and that goes into my provident fund. Second category is my fixed costs and utilities. In here, most of the categories are fixed every month. So I have already written them down. Life insurance gets 2,460, siblings fund gets 1,000, room rent is 4,500, EMI is 13,615. LIC loan, I'm putting 1,000. I always put 1,000 whenever I do my budget. Into subscription, I am budgeting 1,900 this month. I used to always budget 1,800 for the month, but if you're from India, you'll know that all the prices have gone up. And then petrol, I have budgeted 3,200. Hair is 1,100. So these are the categories that I know are fixed for the month. And then when I come to ration, like how I said before, because it's the festivals, and for ration I used to always budget 3,000, but because everyone will be back home, so I need more money for that. So for this month I am putting 4,200 into my ration category. Food and groceries also, I usually budget 6,000 every month, but for this month I am budgeting 8,000. The festival means there will be guests, and more guests means I'll be needing more money for food and groceries. And then for my workwear I am budgeting 2,000 this month. So the total will be 43,275, and that is 58% of the amount that I'm budgeting with. I have written it down, 4,500 in my ration. And then my savings and investment is 10% of the income. For my sinking fund, I'm allocating 4,500 this month. and this will be 6% of the income. And then into my spending category, this month I'm giving myself the rest of the money. So let's do the math. 75,200 minus 7520 minus 43,275 minus 4,500. So I'm left with 19,905 rupees. So that will go directly into my spending category. And let's see how much is the percentage. So that adds up to 26% of the money that I'm budgeting with. In my spending category, I usually put 20% of the money that I'm budgeting with, but for this month, I'm giving myself 26%. This month is going to be experimental in the sense I am thinking of giving myself a fixed income from my business from here on. If you're somebody who have been following my videos, you must have seen that whenever I do my budget, what I do is I budget for my monthly expenses with my work money and then 50% of my private practice income, and I put that into my monthly budget. But now I'm thinking I want to give myself a fixed salary each month. This month I'm giving myself 43,000, and I'll see if this is going to be practical or not. Now as I'm doing my budget, as I'm seeing my budget, I feel like this is good enough. I feel like this is a comfortable amount. This is something that I can work with, but I don't know. When the month ends, only then I'll know. One of the reasons that I'm thinking of giving myself a fixed salary is because when I give myself 55% of the business income to budget for the month, what I've seen is I tend to spend more money. So I am thinking like if I give myself a fixed salary, then on the months when I am earning more, I can put the extra money into my savings goals and also in paying off my debt. So this is just a thought that I'm having. It's not finalized yet, but let's see what happens in the end of September. So this is my budget for the month of September. If you're still here watching, thank you so much. I hope to see you soon in my next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.